Well, here we go. It's official. We're off to a start. If I can get this camera functioning properly. This is Pastor Mel Keys out in San Antonio, Texas, 3-star director with the Trevorium experience. And I'm telling you, we got an experience tonight. My coach, my friend, my sis, my mentor is going to lead us tonight into the place where we need to be. But before we do, let me get some things announced for you. We are a global company positioned in over 60 nations. Wherever you are and you're joining in, go ahead and put your information in the chat. We want to know where you're coming in from. We have so many in the Zoom experience, so many on Facebook, wherever you are, put where your city, put your state, put your home, put it in the chat. We see Kayla Young, H-Town is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Houston is represented tonight, y'all. She put the flag in the state, flag in the ground. Go ahead, put that flag in the ground wherever you are. Let us know. I see somebody coming in the chat on Zoom with some information. Come on, y'all, talk back to us. We don't have a long time to get where we're going. And for God's sake, this information that we're going to hear tonight is so valuable. It's not just information. It can literally lead to your transformation. And I believe with everything in me as a witness, y'all, not telling you what I heard, telling you what I know. This coach of mine, she's about to break off some information like a science. There's no better person. I got T Flowers is in the house. Put that city, put that state. Sasha is in the house. Put that city, put that state. We got Dallas represented tonight. Y'all, it must be a Texas thing. Yolanda Lewis is here. She all the way up in this. All right. Tyrone, we're going to call you, man. H-Town again is in the house. Well, listen, I'm not going to hold back any further because we got somebody on the road from Montana is in the house. I love it. We got Lady K, y'all. I know her. San Antonio is in the, oh my God. We got 2-star director Catherine Brown. Chicago is in the house. Marcy, Georgia is in the house. Frederica, South Carolina is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I know she's ready now. But listen, I really don't have to introduce, but I do need to present our ambassador. She's well on her way to 1. She'll stop by there for a moment and then gather some momentum and pick up on 2 and 3 and 4, and the rest will be history. She's a go-getter. She's a trailblazer. She's a trendsetter. She is a person who is a leader in her own right, not just in this space of business, but in the kingdom of God. She is known as Apostle Deborah in the marketplace. She's known as Coach Deborah, but to so many of us, she is known to a sister and a friend, and we're grateful and we're thankful. Some people come into your life for a season, some come for a reason, but the ones who come and leave the impact, make the impact that she's making, you're just grateful they came. And I'm grateful that the next voice you're about to hear, I'm going to get out the way. I want to ask Coach D to come in place, take position. We got Minister Renithia is in the house. Coach D, can you hear us all right? We want you to come on and lead this thing. I'm going to get out the way and pick up wherever you will have me to do so. We see a PowerPoint. We don't see your lovely face yet. We got Yolanda is in the house. She says Hamilton. Oh, she's tagging somebody. Like, I don't know what state that is. We got Ben is in the house. Anchorage, Alaska. Yes, yes. T Flowers, Alabama, 2-star, ready to be 3-star is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Gloria Tate, my God, Milwaukee is in the house. Coach D, you got them coming in from all over the country. Soon we'll be international in a moment. Let's see if we got anybody. I'm gonna get out your way. Can you hear and see everything okay?
I can hear you. I'm trying to do, okay. All right. This is very interesting. Just give me a few minutes. I got to go back in here and try to get the PowerPoint. I didn't realize if I had reclaimed the host or not, but it's all good. Thank you everyone for joining us. Pastor Mel gonna keep announcing cities while I get this PowerPoint up.
All right.
And we're going to do something a little different tonight. So tonight, I am actually going to do the first part of the presentation, and Pastor Mel is going to do the second part. And so for all of you out there in Facebook land, you want to click, like, and share. You want to click, like, and share. And for those of you that are inside, we're going to give you a few minutes to go ahead and invite a few people. We want you to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to get ready to share my screen. All right, all right. Well, hopefully everyone can see my screen right now. Pastor Mel, do you know if everybody can see the screen?
We can see the screen and we can hear and see you loud and clear.
All right, all right. Well, I am excited to be here with you tonight. My name is Deborah, I guess he said Deborah Taylor. I am from Travorium. A better life requires a better way. We are just flat out excited every Sunday night. We do this fireside chat for the corporation. And you're going to stay to the end. If you are a guest, we have a lot of people inside of the Zoom. Come on in the Zoom. Come on in the Zoom room. And we have quite a few people out on Facebook. So you want to click, like, and share this information to your page, to your wall, to some of your groups. You want to click, like, and share. We need to get this algorithm up. We need to get this information out because we have a lot of companies that are just all of a sudden have decided to do travel. They can't do travel like Travorium. We have one of the best plans that I've seen. I was introduced to another company this past week. And folks trying to recruit me, but I'm telling you, they have nothing on this company. So if you are seeing this for the first time, if you are hearing this for the first time, we have the best pricing. We have the best comp plan. I mean, we have whatever you need, we have. So again, a better life requires a better way. My name is Ambassador Deborah Taylor. I am one of the newest six-figure earners in the U.S. We got one fastly approaching, Ryan Vanderpool. But I also am a BMW, a car earner, and I have a custom-made ring, which one I have on. I actually have two. I have the Pioneer ring, as Adela Hart would say. I'm part of the 1500 Club, and I have two awards from this company, the Leadership Award and the Rising Star Award. This is Pastor Mel Keys. We are excited about him and excited about what is happening in his life with his beautiful wife, Kendra. He is a 3-star director. He's a ring earner. He has a leadership award. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a pastor, one of the fastest growing churches in San Antonio, Texas. He's my little brother that I call him. And he's also a grandfather. This is David and Adela Hart. They are world-class entrepreneurs. I call them my friends. They have been in business since 2013. We've had a 1,400 annual growth. We are one of the only travel companies that actually added 21 countries during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we added countries instead of subtracting countries. Millions of commissions are paid every Friday. We get paid every Friday. Yesterday was payday. They have a combined experience of 30 years of experience in both traditional business and direct sales. He was the entrepreneur finalist in Eat Magazine at age 24. They're very passionate, caring, and committed people. They're family people. They're right now in Texas hanging out with their son, Josh, and their grandchildren and just having a ball with the twins. I seen them at the rodeo. So they're just like everyday common people. Their offices in Temecula, California. And that speaks volumes to who this man of God is, who speaks volumes to who his wife is. It speaks volumes to what they want to see for this company. So if you had all time and the money in the world, what would you do? We would say, we asked 99 people and they said travel. So would you like to save money every time you travel? I ask people that all the time. I just asked a young lady that yesterday who wants to go to the Bahamas or somewhere for her birthday in January. I said, do you want to save some money and make some money? Because that's important. A lot of people are looking for the hookup, but I'm telling you, a travel agent can't give you the hookups that Travorium can. Most people dream of vacations, time with loved ones, seeing and the world and living life on their own terms. I am very fortunate that I came into this business. I came into this business at a senior citizen age at 60, and I can say that I can now live my life on my own terms. I can go when I want to go, do what I want to do. Me and my children just got off the phone. We're now planning our free trip. We just planned our world tour for the year. You'll learn more about that. So we're actually going to Mexico together as a family. And so we can pretty much do what we want to do and live life on our own terms because all of my children are entrepreneurs. So you want to we're part of what we call the sharing economy. I pretty much built this business on Facebook. They say Facebook is for old people, but I'm not sure about that. But I also have an Instagram, a Twitter, uh, a LinkedIn, Snapchat, whatever we can use. We get this information out in order that we can be a blessing to other people. These are all the different industries. You got the NFL, the music industry, the video game industry, the movie industry, the natural food industry, and social sharing. But if you take all of those and you add them up, they do not add up to travel. As many of you can see on the news every night on CNN and on NBC, CBS, MBC, whatever, they are talking about how packed these airports is. I mean, I travel on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and it's been ridiculous. It's been packed. I was in an airport not too long ago, and Delta offered $10,000 for 13 people to give up their seat. I was in an airport a little while ago as well, and Southwest was offering $1,200 and a one-way ticket to give up your seat. So travel is huge and travel is big, and it's not going anywhere. You want to participate? We participate in 3 of the largest industries in the world. We participate in travel. We save money on vacations and getaways. We participate in direct service. If you want to make a residual income and no, we're not one of those things, Uncle Sam don't give you a W-9 or give you tax advantage, which is 472 of them, because if you're part of one of those things, right? We're not a timeshare. We're not any of that, right? We are just a travel club, just like Sam's Club, Walmart, any other membership. That's what we are. We are also part of what we call the network marketing. We connect people and places. That's what we want to do. We want to connect you to places all over the world. So Travorium saves up to 70%, up to 70% on travel. I'll give you an example. I am going to Paris, and I am leaving Paris and going to Venice. Well, at both of those trips, because they're world tours, cost me a little under $600. But I didn't pay them because I actually earned a free travel. I get paid to travel. But the other thing is that I was trying to get a ticket on Air France to go from Air France from Paris, France to Venice, because I'm going to Venice, Italy right after that. I called Air France. They wanted $631.35 for that ticket. And he was like, "Madam, that's our US price." I was like, "Really? Okay, well, I'll call you back." And I went to my back office and I was able to get that ticket for $291 on the same identical flight, on the same identical plane. So we save up to 70% on travel. We earn free travel points, and we can show you how to do that. And we show you how to get paid to travel. This is our team. This is we actually did a getaway, and no, you do not have to travel in groups, but you may want to hang out with some people. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're single. You're a widow. I recently became a widow, so I was glad to fellowship with this group. This is 62 of us that went on a trip to Montego Bay, and we had a ball. So we could show you 3 ways to make more money. One, we could show you how to save money. We could show you how to make money, and we could show you how to grow money, and we could also show you how to master all 3. Travel is the #1 industry. It is a $8.2 trillion industry, but I believe that those numbers are going to change. It was already pegged to go to 12.2 trillion by 2023, but I believe that it's going to be even higher than that, because like I said, people are sick and tired of being shut up in the house. And so they like, I don't want to say flies, right? Flies at a picnic. They just ready to get up out of here. So you have the largest travel industry in the world. Again, it's the travel industry. We're with revenues over 8.2 trillion in 2017. We're part of the largest. There's 2 large internet companies. There's Priceline and Expedia. Booking Holdings and Expedia Group own all of these different companies. So you think you're going to Booking and you're actually at Priceline or Kayak. You think you're going to Expedia, but you're actually going to Trivago. And they even own the Airbnb Vrbo. They even own that now. So it's only really 2 companies. So membership savings, again, up to 70%. We have no markups. We have activities. We have cruises. We have shopping. We have dining. We have entertainment. We have rent cars. I had an experience recently with our rent cars. The rent cars, I was going to, I believe it was budget, and they wanted $700 and something for the week, and I needed it for 3 weeks. So I was able to go in my back office, and it was 200 and something, came to about $300 a week. Same car, same price, same different price in my back office. So we have 3 travel platforms. We have the Getaways, World Tours, and we have the TravelNet sites. But we really have about 5 different travel platforms. So we have something to fit every budget, something to help fit every family budget and every family. So you have travel points. We have a Dreamcation platform, and in that platform, when you your monthly subscription actually doubles into travel points, or I call them travel dollars. So your initial enrollment, you get $1 per 1 point per dollar, and then with the monthly fees, you get 2 points for every dollar. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of those. What Mel's going to show you. You get getaways. So we have over 2,000 over around the world. We just found out that platform is fin to be even bigger. So you're going to have more options for 8 days and 7 nights with rates starting as low as $0 per night if you are a platinum member. Yes, $0. I've stayed at $0, right? And then you have world tours. You have group travel with like-minded people. That's what you just saw when you saw our team. What 62 or 63 of us have went to Jamaica, and you can go with people. You can hang out with your family. You don't have to hang out with the group, but you can get up to 70% off the retail rate with curated experiences, including fun, perks, activities, and also meals. So you have 2 ways to earn points. So if you decide to join and you join as a platinum, and we're going to talk about platinum, you're going to earn 250 points when you enroll immediately, right? And then the next month, you're going to earn another 250 points. So in the first 30 days, you've already earned $500 or 500 points in travel. If you share this with 3 people, you get them on a presentation like this, and I say share. I don't believe in recruiting. Share the information, just like if I'm wearing a nice dress or if I'm eat a nice meal. I went to a place recently in Chicago. It was super, it was just nice. It was a nice supper club. They had big lobsters and shrimp, and I shared it with everybody I knew in Chicago and outside of Chicago. I got a friend in Memphis gonna fly in just to go there. So we do it all the time. So all you do is share with 3 people, and you begin to earn free travel points. Once those 3 people become active, your site actually, you no longer pay a monthly subscription. And then you can enjoy beautiful resorts for $100 or less a week. You can create memories that will last a lifetime. I've created a lot of memories. Me and my husband, who passed away, we did 23 vacations in 1 year, 23 vacations, because we could stay at resorts for literally for $0. Then if you want to do a world tour or a getaway, all you do is go to your back office. You don't have to go to a concierge. You don't have to go to anybody. You just go to your back office, book it, get your plane ticket, and go about your business. You can apply points. You apply your points, you enjoy your trip, and you have fun. This is an example of Cancun. Expedia's price was $17.97. Trevorian's was $11.48. This was San Diego. Pricelines was $13.07. Trevorian's was $6.65. This is a trip one of our 1-star directors have taken with her family. Her name is Regina. They actually went to Disney World, and they actually did a free trip incentive. But you can get a 1-bedroom suite for 8 days and 7 nights for $0. That price is not wrong, $0 per night. And all you do is apply your points and the taxes. The taxes is about $74. And then with the titanium, it's $18.43. But you can't stay in a color or a number for $18.43. You can't stay in a bump jump hotel for $18.43 a night. You can stay in a 4 or 5-star resort for $18.43. This is the Canary Islands. Isn't that beautiful? Never wanted to go to Spain until I saw this. Platinum is $0. Titanium will be $14.14. This is Zanzibar. This is actually in Africa, I found out. I'm like my friend Tanya. She said we can go places that we don't even hardly know how to pronounce and never dreamed of going, but because of this platform, we can. So this is a 5-day, 4-night breakfast and dinner included. $13.99 is the retail value, and we pay $4.99 plus tax, and the Titanium pays $6.99 after points are applied. Look at that resort. Isn't it beautiful? This is Phuket. We actually just recently had some people that went to Phuket for $1, 6 days, 7 days, 6 nights in this beach front cottage. We have a group that's going. A young lady, the young lady that I just showed you, she's actually going this month for her birthday, and she paid $1. This is a trip that we're a lot of us are getting ready to do. 5 days and 4 nights at the New Orleans in the French Quarter. Platinum's paid $3.99 and Titanium's paid $5.99. But we actually, the CEO decided to have a conference down there. So the tickets for the conference is $125. So if you bought this 5 days, 4 nights, you actually got 2 tickets free. So if you subtract $250 from $3.99, I paid $149 for this trip. $149 to stay at a 5. Look at that. Look at this resort. Look at this place. My God. We have over 100 world tours. And as you can see, we have Cozumel, we have the Netherlands, Spain, Las Vegas, California, Dubai. Dubai is going to be on here. We just recently had a group that went for a $1 for these 6 days and 5 nights at the Hyatt in Dubai. You have Phuket, you have Rome, we have a group going to Athens, Greece. I think that's like $2.99 and so forth and so on. We have a group going next Wednesday to Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. 23 family members are actually going to that place along with some other team members. We have the Dreamcation platform, anyone, anywhere, on any budget, 2 points for every dollar. So no matter what budget you on, we can help you. So I'm just going to run through these real quick. This is New York. This is Fashion Week. My daughter keeps trying to get me to sign her up and take her. But $539, y'all, if you've never stayed in Manhattan, a hotel will cost you $400 or $500, a decent one. And so this is breakfast included. This is Spain, $39 per day per person. It includes all your food, all your drinks. This is Austria, 5-star resort, $359. We just had a group. I heard them mention Thomas. Thomas is a 2-star director. He actually took about 13 people to this particular resort. It cost him $1, right? And breakfast was included, and they had an amazing time. And some of them actually added a couple of days and extended their stay in Colombia. This is where we were in Jamaica, 5 days and 4 nights, but we actually got to stay 6 days and 5 nights. $59 a day per person, all your drinks, all your food. This is Italy. This is Miami. I need to take another look at Miami. I think I want to do the Miami trip. I think it looks extremely nice. Look at this, right? If that's my patio, I think I want to do that. I think I want to do that. Budapest. I have a friend who wants to go to Budapest. It's $165. She says she got to get her a fur coat first. San Francisco, $299, 5 days and 4 nights, and the resort fees are waived. A lot of the hotels, the major thoroughfares or cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Miami, Las Vegas, several places, Myrtle Beach, a lot of the resort towns have resort fees now, and these resort fees are waived. This is Spain, $99, breakfast and lunch included. This is the beachfront that I was telling you about, Puerto Vallarta, Las Vegas. I actually stayed in this suite before, and it did not cost me no $399. It actually cost me $80 a night, but that's even cheaper than that. This is New Orleans. This is where we're going. It's Sicily, Spain. This is $1 a night, $1 a night. Come on now. This is crazy. And then I think they changed it after they sold out of the dollar and gave people it for $39 for the 5 days, 4 nights. Morocco, Cozumel, Dubai, right? So I said we had a group that went April 5th through the 10th. for $1. I have some friends that's actually going to Dubai for the $129. And then I have some more friends. We actually had a special week that was $49 for them. And this is Paris, France. I'm actually going to Paris, France. Cost me $379, but I told you I don't pay for trips. And then we're going to leave Paris and we're going to fly over to Venice, me and a group of my friends. I am super excited about going to Paris because I actually get the opportunity to go to Louis Vuitton. This is Athens, Greece. We have a 3-star director, Dr. Phyllis Terry, who's actually taking a group to Athens, Greece. So we have additional world tours. This Venice has already been added, and they've added a couple of more. So you need to just, if you are a guest, you want to come on in the room. You want to come and get your questions answered. If you want to put your questions in the chat, we will definitely answer your questions. If you want to put your questions in Facebook, we will answer your questions. But we say, get your questions answered tonight and come on and join, because you're going to wish you had a year from now. You're going to wish you had 2 years from now. You're going to wish you had joined us. So I'm going to actually let Mel Keys do this part. I'm going to take mine down and let him go through actually the payment plan and let him put up his slides. And I'm going to
I'm gonna need yours. I didn't pull anything up. So
oh, you need my slides? Okay.
Yeah, if you'll keep those up, that'll be great.
Okay. I will.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the information we saw tonight, if you're not fully convinced, I really don't know what to tell you, because I just feel it. Coach, just sign me up all over again, because I mean, the kind of stuff we just saw was literally crazy. Now, it's not giving me, let me see. I don't see anything where, no, I think you might have to go to the next slide for me, Coach. We might be in a little bit of a problem. Yes, thank you. I'll just ask you to go to the next one, because, well, stay right there for a moment, because I'm not able to push them through. But listen, guys, here's what I want to do. I want to be very quick tonight. The information that she shared, and she did an amazing job just convincing me. And I hope that you're in that same ballpark to see with clarity. If you've not seen it before, you just can't beat what we have with a stick. There is no comparison. If you're traveling anywhere and you're not using our platform, you are throwing good money, is yours though, right out the window. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So that's just on the saving side. But what would you do if you could just start not only saving goo gobs of money, but if you can start making a little extra money, and then a little extra on top of that, and just month after month, you just saw that residual income going up. I'll tell you where it all starts. It starts by choosing one of the levels of membership we have, from basic to titanium to platinum. I want to emphasize, I see Tyrone in the house, that what we typically spend to go out for the weekend, go out for a dinner and a movie or something, or definitely if you went shopping for any clothes, that money, you've done more than invested what it would take to start a turnkey business that can become very profitable, to the extent that we have persons like Coach D and many others like her they've turned this thing in a very reasonable short period of time. Is really a multi-million-dollar business, earning 100,000 plus residually every month. Please don't underestimate that. And it all starts here. So I'm staying on this slide for just a moment, because I want you to see it. You're seeing the prices no matter what level you start on. Now, my personal preference is at the top. Start at the top, because you're going to get more bang for your buck. We call it the small, medium, and large. If you want it supersized, there it is right there. We got a supersized package as well. We'll talk about that at another time. But I won't even answer all your questions tonight. If I can just direct you to do this, you should have seen value on the saving side. We're not even including the money yet. If you have seen that, you should already be getting with the person that invited you to see this presentation. Now let's dive in just a little bit deeper. At that platinum package, which is my preference, my favorite, you're getting the most bang for your buck. You would notice and recall that some of those pricing that you saw for the platinum memberships at some of those beautiful destinations might have been $299 for 6 days, 5 nights. And then if you were a titanium member, that $299 price, and maybe $49 or something like that. So platinum gets the best pricing. Somebody put that in the comments. the platinum gets the best pricing. You're literally putting your travel on layaway with this program. It is a travel savings club. It allows you to be more frugal. It allows you to be more wise in your spending, and you don't have to create all this credit card debt. And I tell you, I used to be the king of that. This allows you that every single year in advance, you can plug from over 2,000 dreamcations. And you can also pull from over 100 world tours. And out of that group, that's plenty of places that you can choose from and make a wonderful vacation out of all that. And you're putting it on layaway. Let me just pause right there so you can really get this. This is the best savings plan. It's a travel savings plan. And you have the opportunity on the entrepreneurial side, on the business side of it, to serve as what we call a travel consultant. You're going to consult people so that they can see the power and the value of using our plan to go and take vacations and getaways rather than the way that they've been spending money. See, in the past, what they've been doing is they've been putting it on a credit card. In the past, they've been robbing Peter to pay Paul. In the past, they've been paying every dime of it, and they've been paying retail in the past. But we're going to share with you how they can tap into not retail, but into all of those wholesale prices. Come on, guys. If you didn't see the math, see the numbers, who do you know staying at any hotel, $18 a night, $20 all-inclusive food and drinks at 5-star? Come on, you just don't see that. But you are seeing it here, and that is what changes life. So let's go to the next slide, Coach. I'm going to move quick. If you can pull that next one up for me. There we go. Do I have to keep paying my monthly subscription? That's a great question. So glad you asked. Absolutely not. She mentioned earlier that when you refer people using this social media world that we're in, you're just letting them know about the good deal that you had. They may or may not even know you. I can't tell you how many people join our travel club and they see us post something on social media. Other than that, they have no connection to us anywhere in the past, but they see the posts and they investigate and they research. They get their questions answered, and then they become members. We have 3 members on the level of membership equivalent to yours, and your services are free. Let me tell you what that means in dollars and cents. That means that in the course of a year, if you're on the platinum side, you can literally earn $3,250 in travel every single year. So that's over $3,000 of free travel every year just by referring 3 people. If you're on the titanium plan, that's well over $2,000 of free travel every single year just by referring 3 people. Let's go to the next slide. Join the partnership. Let me just throw this at you. It's really ridiculous. Every time that you invest in this club, I don't even think we should see it as a business expense. It's a vacation investment. I'm going to say it again. It is not a business expense. It's a vacation investment. Every time you're putting it on your monthly membership, that's your money that you're putting into your own future travel. And the company is going to match what you put in. I like to refer to that as our travel 401k program. They're matching what you're putting in. So you're winning pound for pound. You won't get that anywhere else. So what is it going to cost you to run this and operate this as a profitable business? Well, here it is, $49.95 each year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's laughable. That's ridiculous. $50, guys, a year. That's less than $5 a month that it will take you to run this business. Now, here's what I say to people that don't see the value of making a $50 a year decision when it comes to business. You shouldn't be in business. This is real talk, guys. Every dollar of this program is yours to use for your travel. You're paying $50 for the business. If that you somebody else. Let's go to the next slide. Compensation plan. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this. If you would like more information, I'm definitely going to point you back to the person that shared this broadcast with you. But let's go ahead and tell you how you can literally get paid 10 times better and stronger than most other companies out there. I've seen so many compensation plans, guys. And shout out to all the people doing some amazing things with the jewelry, with the cosmetics, with the health and wealth. All that's great. Guys, we're in the largest industry on the planet. I was speaking to someone the other day, and they were telling me about the thing that they're doing with the health and wellness, but they want to do some travel. I said, it's all going to come back to travel. I don't care who you are, where you are, it's all going to come back to travel. So why not start there in the first place? And Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, I could teach on this all day, but I won't. Just understand, you need to get to the right side of this 4 sections. This is called the quadrant, the cash flow quadrant. On the left side is where people get left. On the left side is where people get left. The employee, and the S for the self-employed. Self-employed is a person who started as an entrepreneur, but usually they're a solopreneur. And if they take their hands off the wheel, although they're making a lot more money, they really don't have a whole lot of time because they're doing their job and everybody else's just to keep the ball rolling, just to keep juggling all the things that have to happen because it's their baby. Everybody doesn't feel the same way that they do because they own it. Now, the employee, they'll come and they'll go, they'll come and they go, and sometimes they'll get the carpet snatched out from under them. Now, there are employees, but they're still employees. They don't own anything. And at any time, at any given moment, the employer can change all the rules and the employee can take their ball, the employer can take their ball and go home. So the E and the S quadrant, that's where you don't want to be for the rest of your life. You may start there, but I'm telling you, it's so much brighter, it's so much bigger, it's so much better on the right side. And the right side is the right side because that's the B quadrant, the business owning system. When you have a system that makes money for you. Mr. Warren Buffett, he's known for a number of amazing things besides being one of the wealthiest persons on the planet. He said, until you learn how to earn money while you sleep, you will work until you die. But when you have a business owning system, not only are you leveraging your own skills, talent, so forth and so on, but you're able to leverage the skills and the talents of other people who are connected to you, earning profits in the same system. Thus, the business owning system is one of the best ways to create residual income until you get to the I quadrant, which is the investor. That's when your money begins to make money, and you'll soon learn that no one and no thing can make money like your money making money. It reproduces just fine on its own when it's properly invested. So that B quadrant and that I quadrant is on the right side, and that's exactly where you want to be. 5% of the people on the planet are there, and they control 95% of the wealth. Real quick, so you can see the comparison. On the left side, where you don't want to be, you want to leave it immediately, right? 95% of the people are there, but only 5% of the wealth. Let's go to the next slide. What we say, social sharing is the way to go. You'll be able to earn free travel, as we mentioned already. We can go to the next slide. And we talked about how we've expanded into multiple countries. In fact, we're operating in more than 60 nations around the world. We have gone global. We believe that in this global economy, guys, you should be taking full advantage. You don't want to be able to just have a small pool of income where you're drawing your income. You want to expand that, and our company has already done all the heavy lifting to make that happen. Guys, let me just share with this real quick. When you begin to share this with a few people, when you get 3 people on your team, you're already earning enough money to pay for your services. Thus, when we say this, 3 makes your services free. Once again, if you're a titanium member, that means you're earning well over $2,000 a month. No, not month, $2,000 a year in free travel. And if you're a platinum member, you're earning as much as $3,250 in free travel. Let's go to the next slide. We're going to run through these quickly. Shout out to all of our 1-star directors. Where are 1-star directors at in the house? I see Coach Tanya. I know she's one of them. Go ahead and put it in the comments. All of our 1-star directors. We have literally been blooming and blossoming with promotions every week, guys. You should join us on one of our Monday evening corporate calls. Shout out to all of our 1-star directors globally. Our 1-star directors are earning anywhere from $400 to $700 a month. And guys, that's extra cash. They're getting paid to do what they were going to do before they found this program. See, the reality is they were already traveling. They were already going places and doing things. The only difference is they were paying too much. The only difference is they weren't saving anything. And the only difference is they weren't getting paid to do it. How would you like to get paid to do what you were going to do anyway? An extra $400 to $700 a month. It's not going to get you to retire, but maybe it can help, come on, with the gasoline prices. Maybe it can help with the grocery prices. Maybe it can help with something. I don't know what it's going to help with, but $407 a month, you're not just going to throw that away, right? That's up to an extra $8,400 a year. Let's go to the next slide. Shout out to all of our 2-star directors. I see Coach Flowers is in the house. I see Coach Catherine is in the house. And I know there's a few others out there. Come on, let me know all of our 2-star directors in the house. And if you're not there yet, keep it moving. As we say, stick and stay, you'll get your pay. Those individuals are earning an extra $1,500 to $2,500 a month. That's when you do that on an annual basis, annualize it, that's 18 to 30 grand, y'all. That's nothing to sneeze at. That will change most lives. 18 to 30 grand a year will change most households. It can do some things, man, where you got some options now, right? It's not going to retire most people, not most, but it's going to give you an opportunity to make some better decisions and do some things differently. It'll definitely pay for your vacations, right? And remember, they're getting paid this income simply because they began to save money doing what they were already doing. But because they did it with us in this platform, and they told a few people who told a few people who told a few people, you really have about a pool of about up to 80 people who have been in your sphere of influence. And now they're doing the same thing you're doing, and everybody is winning at the same time. I love that. Shout out to all of our 2-star directors. Come on here. I got Lady K says she's a 1-star director. I know that's right. Coach Tanya says she's a 1-star director. Go ahead, 2-star directors, put it in the comments. Then shout out to all of our 3-star directors. I know this won't be long for Dr. Phyllis Terry because she's about to cross over to the 4-star land. And I know that it's going to be some other amazing people who are coming from the rear. Listen, the person that started in front of you doesn't have to finish first. Really, we're on our own competition, so nobody really has to compete against somebody else. But the thing of it is, don't get stuck to set somebody's a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, or whatever they are, ambassador now. You look, you can win with this thing and pass up. Look, the #1 income earner in our company now, in our travel club right now, is earning well over $1 million a year, y'all. And he says it all the time, very humbly, but true. The #1 income earner is saying that the #1 income earner is not here yet. That could be you. You can pass anybody at any time. So please don't despise small beginnings. 3-star directors. I'm honored as a 3-star director. That was the month of June. That was last month. And I don't plan to stay there long, guys. By the end of this year, I'll definitely want to be in the position closing out on my way to the ambassador. But shout out to all the 3-star directors. Dr. Phyllis Terry, we love you. Shout out to you and all those coming up in those ranks. Those individuals are earning an extra $30,000 to $40,000 a year, guys. And I said extra because once again, what are you getting paid to do? You're getting paid to do what you were going to do anyway. 4-star directors are earning anywhere. Oh, we skipped that one. Well, you do have a car bonus as a 3-star director. They've made it optional, and I like it better because they give you a lifestyle bonus. So if you choose that rather than the car, it's your option. And that was very generous on the part of our CEO, Mr. David and Adela Hart. Shout out to them because it gives you the option. Not everybody needs a car, but shout out to all of those who've gotten it. And that's what they desire. It's a luxury car and nothing like somebody making your car payment for you. Shout out to our 4-star directors. Now, these persons, now they're getting in the realm where they can really stop doing, most of them, what they're doing before if they've been doing it for pay. When you're earning an extra $50,000 to $60,000 a year to do what you were going to do anyway, guys, most people in America now have options to quit their day job and just focus on this because the next step after this, guys, is straight to ambassador. Shout out to our own ambassador, Deborah Taylor. We love you. We honor you. Leadership is priceless to us. You know that you're one of many that's right behind you, and we're going to go further. And as we go further, so will you. Ambassadors are 6-figure income earners or above. Many of them are earning anywhere from $90,000 to as much as $300,000 a year, guys. And I'm telling you not what I heard, but this is what I know to be true because of persons like Coach D. So those persons, man, it's just amazing when you have a residual. Please don't miss this. Residual lifestyle, which means no matter what state you wake up in, no matter what day you did this, that, or the other, your income continues to chase you. Isn't that good news? I'm saying it again, your income just continues to chase you and you are not chasing it. How would you like your income to chase you and you not chasing it? That's what residual income is. Shout out to all of our ambassadors. We can go to the next slide. Now, I'm just going to point out that at the bottom of the slide, it says executive chairman. Our executive chairman they will earn because we haven't even had one yet. Our executive chairman, our company's 10 years old, $96,000 a month in residual income. Please know this. That's just on our residual side. We have about 5 or 6 other ways we get paid, guys. So how would you like to earn every year $1.2 million a year or more in residual income? Guys, I'm telling you, if it took you 10 years to get there, 15 years to get there, 20 years to get there, wouldn't it be worth it? Remember, we're having a whole lot of fun in the process, and we're just getting paid to do what we're going to do anyway. Let's go to the next slide. Shout out again to all of our amazing ambassadors. Again, I'll point out these are income earners between $100 to extra $300,000 a year. I have no doubt in my mind, Coach D will close this year out in 1-star ambassador or above. And in that category, she'll be well in the middle of that. So that's great leadership there. Let's go to the next slide. There are so many amazing ambassador perks and bonuses, as she pointed out, this year, this summer. And in fact, a few months from now, we'll be in France together, in Paris together. But the thing that'll make my Paris experience a little bit different from hers is she gets a free bonus trip to the Louis Vuitton experience. And they're going to be honored with all kinds of accolades and gifts to include a shopping spree on the company. And I'm very excited for her. Shout out for that amazing achievement. They also receive an additional vacation, not if we don't vacation enough, but there's no vacation like having all expenses paid. I'm talking about your flights. I'm talking about your excursions. I'm talking about all of your food, everything together on the company, guys. Shout out to our CEO, again, Mr. David and Adela Hart. We love you guys. They make this happen for a lot of people, and it's changing lives all around the world. That's why you need to be on a mission to become an ambassador with the Trevorium experience. Let's go on to the next slide. Again, here's another benefit. Just want to give a shout out. This is an extra bonus that they receive. It's called the Ambassador Pool. The profits are shared between the ambassadors on a monthly basis. And right now, those profits and the ambassador portion, it ranges from $1,500 to an extra $1,800 a month. The 3-star ambassadors, they get an additional benefit. They get the watch. We have a men and a ladies watch. This particular Omega watch, guys, walk around town, make sure you're in the right spot. You got an $8,000 watch on your wrist, right? But this is what you'll get from the company once you hit the role of a 3-star ambassador. Next slide. Guys, all we've been saying simply is this: Trevorium is all about a better life, and we are totally committed, totally convinced to this concept that a better life requires a better way. Simply get with the person that shared this information with you. If you have more questions, everything that we've shared, we have full disclosure. We don't make any income claims, but we will say you'll have a lot of fun in the process. And the worst thing that can happen is you're going to get a whole bunch of free vacations. Coach D, I'm going to give it back to you, my dear.
All right. Well, we don't have any guests tonight. We didn't have anybody to step up. So, hey, we can give our own testimony.
Yes.
At this point. If anybody wants to come in, I see a number of people out there I could pull in, but I'd like volunteers to come. Tanya says she'll come in. You can do that because I'm still co-host.
Oh, so I need to do it? Let me find it.
Yes. All right. Well, good evening again, everyone. We won't be before you long. We have about 11 minutes to finish this presentation. But I just want to say that I am definitely excited always to share what this company has done for me, becoming in as an unemployed, just recently senior citizen. I came in this business and I didn't come in to travel. I came in actually as a retired minister, and I retired from the government after losing my job. And so I just wanted to travel. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to travel, and the rest is history. My husband, in the very beginning, he saw the kind of money that I had started to make. He joined, and so he actually had his own site. I had actually on my own site, and I can't tell you that the rest is history. It has been an amazing ride. And one of my goals and what I see for this company, the reason I love this company is because, one, it's all about families. It's all about people helping people and people building people. And me being a spiritual life and business coach and also a minister, I love building people. And the second thing that I love about this company is the fact that David Hart and Nadella Hart are givers. They love giving. So they give us a lot of incentives, a lot of perks. It is one of the best comp plans. I've been in 5 travel companies and prior to coming here and being a travel agent, right? And shout out to the travel agents, but I'm gonna tell you, this is a compliment to any travel agent who really wants to help people to really travel. And those, especially if you have those customers who are looking for the hookup. When I was a travel agent, I could never give people really the hookup unless they were in my family. I could never really do that because I wasn't going to make any real money. And the other thing is I got tired of waiting on my money, right? Because if they take a cruise next year, then you don't get paid to next year to 60 to 90 days after they take it, right? So the people recruit you, but they never tell you that kind of stuff. It's very difficult to get people. And so you don't really make a lot of money when 2, 3, 4 people book a trip. So those are the odds. A lot of times people that I was dealing with, I don't know who you're going to be dealing with, was looking for the hookup. They wanted to go to Vegas. They wanted to go here. They wanted to go there. And I would get these ridiculous calls like, because I have my own 800 number, and they would call my site, call my number, and they would say, I want to go to Vegas for 4 people for $600, including air. And my husband would just fall over and laugh. He said, that's just because, my phone is connected to my cell phone. And he would just say, I know that ain't what they just said, right? But now if somebody calls me and say, I want 4 of us to go to Vegas for $600, can you show me how to do that? I'm going to tell them about this club, because they can get a 2-bedroom condo if they in the club long enough for $59 to $79 plus tax, right? That's 2 couples. And then the couple that's not part of the club, you just charge them some extra money. It's a number of ways of doing it, or you get them to join the club as well. And then you get your plane ticket. So you still can make it work if you do it and you listen, or we can actually show you how to do that. But as a travel agent, I ain't nowhere in the world unless I'm gonna put you in one of those. I don't even want to say what kind of hotel I would have to put you in. And now you get the opportunity to stay in a 5-star, 4-star. We don't do anything under a 3. So that's some of the things that I like. I love traveling with my family. I love traveling with my granddaughter. She's 28. My daughter, she's in her 40s. And I love traveling with them. And my great-granddaughter, my granddaughter, they're 3 and 5. They were so excited. I'm going to actually put them in my presentation because they were so excited. My granddaughter, you would have thought she got a sucker when she opened up her passport. She opened up she was like, she was just so excited. She's nothing but 3 years old. 3 years old, and she was so excited. I said, I got the mark at that. Because if a 3-year-old could get that excited for opening up a passport, and you grown and you don't have a passport, something wrong.
Coach, she understands it though. The Bible says, in all you're getting, get an understanding, and she's been exposed to you and Apostle God. So she understands this thing of travel. So she knows she's not a sucker. She knows what she had a hand on.
And she came and called me and said, I'm ready to go to the real beach. Yeah. So I am taking her to the real beach in Mexico in September.
Real.
She don't want to go. She done been to the beach. She done been to Gulf Shore. She done been to Myrtle Beach. She done been to to the Florida beach. She said she wants to go to the real beach, and she ain't but 3. Yeah. And one of her trips at 3 is that she wants to go to Paris. Now I don't know if Miss Piggy over there, one of them animals over there, but that's where she wants to go. And so that's what makes me excited to be able to do that. I saw Dr. Judy Cunningham with her family on a cruise, hanging out with her new grandbaby. Yeah. I know Tanya has hung out with her husband. You hung out with your daughter and your son and your wife. And so that's what makes it exciting for me. I'm going to go ahead and Tanya came on. So Tanya, I'm going to yield to you.
Well, I'm glad you were talking about being a travel agent, because I myself is a travel agent, and it's really not about the money. I believe the last 4 people that I was trying to book a trip for, I basically broke it down like you would. Listen, in order for me to lock in this price, you would have to pay a deposit. And then you would have to pay monthly until the trip is paid in full. And that's for one trip. That's the same exact thing that you're doing in this business. But the best thing about it, the company is matching the money that you put into your business for you. I mean, as a travel agent, I'm not matching no prices. You getting what the vendors is putting out. It's not my prices, but at least, and if you run it as a business, it's a write-off. That's like my favorite part about this business. The fact that I can write everything that I do travel related off. It just makes sense. When you know better, you do better. That's all I got to say tonight.
And that was really why we ended up making it into a bit, because I first got in, I just wanted to travel to T. And we made it into a business because after we retired, my husband had retired, I lost my job. And then after that, we were no longer in full-time ministry, and they were killing us. The IRS was not our friend. Yes. Right? They be killing you. You ain't got no children. I wanted to borrow some children. I know they used to do that back then. Folks' children. I wanted to borrow some children. They was killing. And
it's crazy because my refunds have been more than what they was when I had kids. So I really wish that I would have had something like this when my children were smaller. Now I got grandchildren, and they love to say, just like your grandbaby, my granddaughter call it a adventure. When are we going on our next adventure? Like she with my mom right now. And they in Maryland. And I was like, don't cry. She's like, I just need to be with the Nana because I need an adventure. I said, you own the adventure. She looked around and said, this ain't no adventure. And she's 4. And I'm like, just calm down. I'm going to take you somewhere. We're going to have some fun when I get up there. So, yeah.
They have such good experiences that even at that age, my granddaughter somebody took her to get some McDonald's ice cream and she had a fit. Because her adventure is that she has custard. And so she told them, this is not ice cream. And they was like, you 3, right? But this is not ice cream. And so their experiences are high. When I took my granddaughter that's 5 to Orlando for her 4th birthday. And she walked in the suite and she said, oh my God, this is beautiful, right? At 4, she knew it was not the standard hotel room that her mom and her daddy took her to. She knew this was something that was big time, and she ran through it. She just ran from room to room, from the living room to the dining room to the kitchen. And to be able to give your grandchildren that, to be able to give your great to be able to create that type of legacy. And what I will share in closing, for me, it's important, especially as a leader, as a pastor, as a minister, that we need to give people more of an experience. I'm going to say this, and Pastor Mel, you can spank my hand later, but I'm going to say this. We need to give our children and our grandchildren and our parishioners' children more of an experience than just going to the church conference.
Absolutely.
We need to do that. We need to do that, and we need to plan some trips for our churches, for our congregations, for people, and give them an experience. Have a conference in the Bahamas somewhere or something. Give them that type of experience and expose the children. I remember in closing, I had when we still travel, and I used to take a group of kids from what I call from the hood to the woods. I know Jennifer, one of our one-star directors, she has a group called 12 by 52, taking 12 middle school students to 52 states by the time they get to high school. Okay, so she's going to using this platform to do that. And I'm saying that we want to be able to also use this platform to be able to help our children's and our parishioners and just people to be able to experience more than just the hood or the inner city or whatever, to expose them to something different. And so that is one of the reasons that I am excited as well about this company.
Absolutely. I love it. Well, I'll say this in my closing comments. One of the things I love most is that when you're able to create a level of residual income, it gives you options on who you can be a blessing to. And thank you, Coach, for being a blessing to the Joshua House of Worship. You sowed $500 into the work that we're doing in our community, and that's with orphans in the foster care area. And I've pledged an extra $500 a month to be able to help our outreach to build what we're building for the children in our community. And there are many people who want to do so many amazing things, but they don't have the means to do it. Yes. But this opportunity gives us the means to do that and so much more. And as we continue to prosper, other people are going to be blessed. So if anyone has a heart to see lives changed, not just your own, it's about helping other people. And a lot of people have kind hearts, great big hearts, but you just don't have the means to pull it off. This is the place where you can literally level up your life, get paid to do what you love to do anyway, increase the lifestyle of other people, because number one, as you just said, the vacations that they are going on now, if they're going on them at all, are overpriced. They're paying 4, 5, and 10 times the amount that they need to pay. So we can increase their lifestyle and allowing them to save a lot of those hard-earned dollars and go more places more frequently. And then if they decide to be on the business side of things, they'll be able to join us as what I like to call kingdompreneurs, being a blessing. So thank you so much for being a blessing.
All right. Well, I thank God for Trevorium. It definitely has leveled up my giving. And it seems like they sing the old song, the more you give, the more he gives to you. Yeah. And he just keeps increasing and keeps blessing and increasing and blessing. Somebody just hit me up. They just joined. He just keeps increasing because we got to sow into each other's lives. And that's one of the things that I love. I'm able to do now. I couldn't have did that 5 years ago. Couldn't have did that 3 years ago, right? But I'm able to do that now and not even blink, right? I can't, so, and that's a blessing. And as we close, one of the things that my husband, when he passed away, one of his things was, he was a minister, and he really wanted not only to leave legacy for his grandchildren and for his granddaughters, but he also had some philanthropist things that he wanted to do. So because of this company, we're able to do some of those things. We're able to sow money into things that he was interested in, like Black fathers, Black boys, responsible fatherhood, some of the church money, domestic violence. We had a daughter that was murdered through domestic violence. So we're able to do things like that just because he made a decision to really share this information with people that he know, like, trust, and cared about. And so now that even though he's gone, we're able to do that. And so I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank God for you, Tanya, always willing to get on. We have so much in common. I know you lost your son, and I lost my daughter at 19. But God is faithful. He's able. And I just thank God for Trevorium giving us the peace. I don't know what I would have did if I had not had this platform and able to take the griefcation that me and my family took. When my husband passed, instead of us sitting in our houses depressed, we all went to the beach. So we'll see you at the beach, or we'll see you at the bank, but we're going to see you at one of them. And I want you to know that the bottom, we'll see you at the top, because the bottom is just too crowded, and you need to not just hang out there, because we're going to see you. Take care.
Love y'all. Good night.
Get back to the person that invited you. Good night.
Good night.